as they move forward.
He's ready to go. 68 degrees at game time. And a breaking ball dropped in by Bybee for strike one to Parker Meadows. On the ground, and a diving stop by Brian Rocchio, but then he couldn't come up with the ball cleanly. And he got up as if he might have injured himself. And right on cue, a fly ball to DeLauder in center field, and he drops the ball. Three batters batting from the same side of the plate. There's a breaking ball for strike three. Curveball on the outside corner, and a much-needed strikeout for Tanner Bybee. The 2-2 pitch. He struck him out. With a cutter, back-to-back strikeouts. Torres, the runner at first, reached on an error by the center fielder. Struck him out. Change-up. Sigh of relief for him.
Big-time game for him.
Greeted by Stephen Kwan, who takes the fastball for a strike. Minnesota Twins. It's unusual. He got jammed and popped it up. Zach McKinstry to catch.
Guys doing things they're not supposed to. It plays with you a little bit.
Mize' pitch is hit in the air to deep right center field. Back by the line. Gone! George Valera, who got in only 16 games for Cleveland in the regular season and hit 2 home runs, has hit a 2-run homer to give the Guardians the lead. And a pop-up by Ramirez in on the infield grass, and now the wind taking into foul territory. McKinstry made the catch.
Yeah, we know the wind's blowing in from right field tremendously, but guess what? Valera said, so what? Four-seam fastball right above the letters. Look at him, watch. Look at the hands follow through, and the eyes will tell you where the ball's going to go. Lean back on him right there. Valera, especially after the bat.
For Mize with Manzardo, their cleanup hitter for much late year. There's a deep drive back in about the same spot. And knocked down by the wind and caught. Down, he said McKinstry's our best bunter. That was in the 7th inning. Brought in Riley Green. Hit in the air. It's DeLauder again. Battling the sun, and a relatively easy catch that time.
16 straight outs at Yankee Stadium.
Swing and a miss. Using both of his fastballs to great effect. That fastball was hit on the left, and Ramirez a nice play going a long way to his left to throw out McKinstry. Swing and a miss for strike three. Two infield singles with a walk in between. Little lob, and that is caught awkwardly by Torres.
Ball four.
And the pitch count is probably going to make that a reality, maybe even sooner than they thought. Hit down to first, a fair ball, and Torkelson makes the play to end the inning. On the left side and handled by Ramirez. That's when Torres fought with that fly ball to center that DeLauder dropped, but Bybee's retired everybody since, including Meadows this time around on the bouncing ball. 8 in a row retired by Bybee. Torres ends that streak with a smash into the gap in left center, cut off by Kwan. Then it's a single with 2 outs for Torres, the second hit. Here's Kerry Carpenter, the DH. And that one gets away from Naylor. And down to second goes Torres on a wild pitch. That's the best technique or not. Popped up on the left side. Again, the wind whipping it way over toward the edge of the seats, but it stayed in play for Ramirez with a short commute. The winner of this series will take on Seattle. Ryan Rocchio hits a high fly ball to right. Perez shielded the sun for a moment and then made the catch.
Sign of a winner right there.
He induces a pop-up. Baez waves off the outfielders. Lines that one to left, but it stays in the air for Riley Green. The 6th pitch inning. Swing and a miss. The cutter to take a little off, and Torkelson strikes out for the second time. Season. Hank Greenberg, one of the great players in the history of baseball. Green has another hit. It short hopped Valera and got past him. Green's going to try for 2, and he got there. Scored a double. It certainly wasn't an easy play for Valera. Perez hit it hard on the ground. Bobbled for just a moment by Kafis, but he makes the play. On the third goes Green with 2 outs. The payoff pitch, ball 4. And Dingler's aboard. And Detroit has runners at the corners with 2 outs. Dingler runs, the pitch is low. Back-to-back walks to load the bases. Hit hard up the middle and a base hit. Green has scored. Dingler's coming around. The throw goes to third, safe. McKinstry safe there. Baez winds up at second base, and the Tigers take a 2-1 lead. Stephen Vogt came out to chat with the umpires. I think they're challenging that play there. Was McKinstry safe, or was he tagged out? He was called safe.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. Also, the second one does not count. Cleveland retains.
Well, there's the tag, and deemed that it happened just before the second run crossed the plate. What a huge turn of events in both of these games. Ramirez takes ball 4 outside, and especially in what's likely to be a low-scoring game. Hit to the shortstop, Baez. He stepped on second and throws to first for the double play.
Goes through it. He's
hit on the ground on the left. A long way to go for McKinstry, and a nice play. Good stretch by Torkelson. It out. Gleyber Torres, Kerry Carpenter scheduled to follow. There's a pop fly to Kwan and left. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. And a pitch that might have been just outside. Bybee was certainly. Line drive and a base hit into center field. So a 2-out base runner for Detroit here in the 5th inning in a 1-1 tie.
Hold 4.
And again a little bit high. And it goes back to what we were talking about with the lineup. A.J. Hinch sometimes. In the 5th inning, he inherits 2 runners with 2 men out. First ball swinging, Riley Green lines it to center. And all of a sudden, it's an easy casual catch. In 13 innings in this series, swing and a miss. Chased the bad ball. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. On the ground to second, down to a knee, Torres to Torkelson for the out.
cool story.
That's down the third base line and past the diving McKinstry. Played cleanly by Green to hold Kafis to an opposite field single. Hit down to third. McKinstry to second for the force that ends the inning. Burden. And a big Oilers fan, as you might expect. Up into the air. It's an adventure. And it's caught by Arias, the shortstop. And that's low. So for the second plate appearance, Dingler walks. Although Vogt said people forgot he actually made a terrific diving play to get a glove on it. Keep it in the infield on the ricochet. McKinstry strikes out by McKinstry, but the run was charged to Williams. Ground ball, base hit, another hit for Baez. His second today. He is now 4 for 6 in the series. For 7 today with runners in scoring position, 2 for 15 in the series. In the air to center, up into the sun, in the breeze, and it's the latter making the catch. Little flare, backpedaling to make the catch. McKinstry, the third baseman. That's not the way to do it. Struck out on a bad pitch right in on his feet.
Ball 4.
And that's ball 4 low. So he was careful to make sure Ramirez grounded right to the first baseman, Torkelson. And that ends the inning. Got at least one base runner in every inning except the second. That one's in under the armpits of Torres. And apparently it grazed the jersey. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. On his way to third, Torres without a throw. Kerry Carpenter, a big hit. He popped it up. Looked like a hanger, and he got under it. Kwan calls off Arias to make the catch. No chance for the runners to try to advance. A big first out made by Torkelson. Number 27th to send Detroit to the postseason. He strikes out here on a curveball. Carpenter at first with 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. He struck out. Fastball. Head today. Bo Naylor. Late swing and a fly ball down the left field line. McKinstry in the foul ground makes a nice catch. Part in the sunshine. Pitcher in the background in the shadows. That's a fair ball over the third base bag. Throw to first. Out. Torkelson managed to maintain contact. Or outs. Delano, a wing line drive to center, and a running catch made by Parker Meadows. He's quickly ahead of Dingler, 0-2. Dingler's walked twice and struck out. Pulled the 0-2 pitch to Gabriel Arias at short, 1 out.
Just been very good.
And drifts inside, another changeup. 1 for 4 in his career against Junis. The runner goes. The ball's hit down to third. Ramirez, good strong throw to get Baez and win the division. He struck him out with a splitter.
Just falls right off into the ground.
Down to first and gobbled up by Torkelson, to Melton covering for the out. Well hit ball to right. Way back and gone. Rocchio has given Cleveland the hit of the series. Into the right field corner. He's going to pull up at second base as it's played back in by Perez.
Yeah, if you get Quan going too, this team is going to be hard to beat. But let's go back to the home run here. With the shadow, sunball, and then it's in there. Boom, fastball. Just tucked his hands in so perfect. And the noise right off the bat, you knew it had a chance. The wind wasn't holding that up. Again, fastball, center cut right down the plate. Rocchio's got to be feeling really good. So are these Guardians fans. They needed that. Only a couple hits today and 2 big home runs.
Now a chance for some insurance. Schneeman hits it hard in right field. That'll bring home Quan. Schneeman into second. It's 3-1 Guardians. They intentionally walked Ramirez, as you might expect. They want to make him bat left-handed whenever they could. It wouldn't make sense to pitch him with a lefty. 0 for 1 in his career against Herter. Off the end of the bat to the second baseman. Torres throw to first. And Torkelson got there, almost got tangled up with Herter covering. The 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air and right. Back by the wall. Perez. That one's gone. What has gotten into these Cleveland Guardians? Barney, a 3-run homer. And it's 6-1 Cleveland. First career postseason homer for Naylor. Arias hits a ground ball to second. He's thrown out by Torres.
No runs have been scored, and the next thing you know, all it takes is one.
Half-hearted swing by Gleyber Torres. He's quickly thrown out by Rocchio.
0-4.
And that's a ball outside. Last thing Smith wants to do with this big lead. And it hit him on the left arm, and that stung Torkelson. And that is strike 3. Beautiful fastball on the knees. A couple of men on his bench, Trey Sweeney and Jake Rogers. Ground ball up the middle. Booted by Rocchio. Tried to field it with one hand, and he kicked it. Would he be available tomorrow? Line drive. By C.J. Kempfus, the first baseman. It was scary for the Guardians in the 9th inning. Smith, the wildness, Rocchio, the error, but even with all that, Detroit could not score. It winds up going 1 for 15 in the game, with runners in scoring position. And the Cleveland bullpen winds up going 4 1/3 innings combined with no runs allowed, 2 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Rocchio started the rally in the bottom of the 8th. DeLauder a winner in his major league debut. They find a way.
And that's it. They've been